All right, so hello everybody, Facebook family, YouTube, all of that good stuff. I am TJ with Art of Worship, and I had a buddy of mine. He asked me, "How do I get a clean sound when I do my tutorial videos and when I do my recordings for singing and things like that?" And I never really put together how much time and effort I put into putting this together so I can get a really clean, cohesive recording. So it starts off with a few pieces of equipment. Obviously, I have my keyboards here. That's where, the keyboard sound comes from. The Roland VR09 combo. Then I have a Roland Juno DS right here, the 88 key version with the weighted keys. Now, what I'm routing the sound to is what they call a interface. Now, if you don't know what an interface is, it's a little different than a mixer. An interface actually takes your analog audio and converts that analog audio into digital audio that the computer can use. It's almost like plugging your keyboard into the headphone jacks, but you get a much better sound out of it. So the Focusrite I'm using is the Focusrite 8i6, meaning it has 8 inputs, 6 outputs. So I have my keyboard plugged into the back of the Focusrite on channel 3 and 4 because it's a stereo signal. I have this top keyboard plugged into channel 5 because I'm sending the bass through it as a mono signal. Now, what I have after that is a pre-processing going through Ableton Live, and I'll show you that real quick. Let me turn on my screen capture. So right here, what you'll see is my entire Ableton Live set. Now, the reason that's important is because I have everything routed through Ableton to process my sound. So I have a track here called Live Instruments. That's going to be my piano and my bass guitar, and bass keyboard up here where I play the bass guitar at. And what that does, I have a few compressors on that channel. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So as you see, like I said, in the interface, I have this plugged into channel 3 and 4. As you'll see right here, it's bringing the signal in from channel 3 and 4. And then the bass guitar, like I said, is coming out of 5. So you can hear the piano. You can hear the piano just fine, as well as coming out of 5. Now it sounds really good and really cohesive when they play together like this. When I do, it sounds really cohesive because I have a few compressors and things processing my signal. I'm going to keep it simple for this one just so this video isn't 9 years long. And I'll get into some of that other stuff, how to compress and how to glue compress your instruments together so you don't have to worry so much about changing volumes and stuff like that while you're in the middle of a live performance. But anyway, I digress. Out of this is also where I play some of my tracks that I've pre-recorded because it's just me and my sister that plays most of our songs together. We're by ourselves, so I don't have the bass guitars, I don't have all the lead guitars, so I have to play a lot of that stuff myself. So you'll hear a lot of different guitars. Like if I play a song like "You Still Love Me," you hear that click track first of all, and my sister hears that click track as well in her headphones, and I'll show you how to route that too in a later video. But you hear the guitars right here like this. So you heard all of that, and that's because I have some things pre-recorded that I played, so I have that full band sound on the full track, especially when I'm playing it live. It sucks when you're playing a popular or familiar song, you don't have all of those parts. So I found out a way to do that through Ableton, and I'll show you how to do that. One of these days, if you like this video or whatever the case may be, and I keep on doing these, I'll show you how to do those. But anyway, now, how does the sound come out? So it comes out through Master Track 1. need to back up a little bit to show you how to set up the Focusrite to just send audio to the channel that you want it to. And that's only half of the battle here. So anyway, I'm gonna show you how to send the audio to the channel you want to. Because I have the Focusrite 8i6, what I use is Focusrite Control. Check this out, it's another program, I'll show you. This here is Focusrite Control. As you see, Software Playback 1 is going through monitor output. Remember I said the 8i6 has 6 outputs? Well, I'm using output 1, and output 1 goes into my Soundcraft digital mixer right here beside me. The Soundcraft digital mixer is exactly what you think it is. It is a mixer. So I take my mics, it goes in there, my music goes in there, my drums go through there, and then it goes out of an aux input back into the one of the Focusrite, which is where my recording software picks up from input 1. There was a reason why I didn't use 1 and 2 for my keyboard. I need to use 1 and 2 for the actual recorded mix coming out of the interface. Coming out of the mixer, the Soundcraft UI16. So what that means is I took an aux channel out of the Soundcraft UI16. If you don't know what an aux channel is just what it sounds like. It's an auxiliary channel that has nothing to do with the main outputs, because the Soundcraft has 2 different main outputs, well, 4 main outputs actually, left and right, but it also has some aux sends. It has a total of 5 aux sends. And what those do, they send a different signal than what you're hearing live to another place. So I take output aux, me personally, I take aux 4 and put it into input 1 on the Focusrite for my OBS live recording software. And that is how I capture everything. Now, to make this work on the Focusrite Control here that you're seeing on my screen, the Focusrite Control, you can route what output you want to go where. So you see how it says Software Playback 1? Let's go back in Ableton, because Software Playback 1 is going through monitor output 1, okay? Here you'll see my master output comes out of channel 1. So the master output goes out of channel 1 into the Focusrite. Output 1 goes into one of the channels of my mixer, whichever one you want to choose. And then the output from that goes from aux 4 back into the Focusrite to be recorded into Open Broadcast Studios. Now, Open Broadcast Studios is the software that I'm using to record this right now. You can take different channels and all that good stuff and pull it into, you can take different cameras, audio devices, and all that stuff and put it directly into a video. So you see how I have the screen record, you see how I have the screen recorded? It's somewhere over here, not over there, that's crazy. You have the screen recording and all that good stuff because I have different output channels doing that. So let me show you this real quick. This is OBS. This is what I was talking about. See that loop back right there that's popping up and down? That is coming from the Focusrite on channel 1. Right here in the Focusrite. And I'll show you different schematics of it and stuff like that. I'll try to pop it up on the screen somewhere as I'm talking. Hopefully, I've already done that, and this is just a redundant statement. If not, sorry, just don't have much time to edit stuff. But check, that's basically how I do it all. I'll go into more detail on how each program works because I gave a very high-level description. But at the end of the day, what you need is an interface. It doesn't have to be the 8i6 if you don't need that many channel inputs and outputs. You need you don't necessarily need a mixer unless you're mixing in a lot of different audio channels and things like that. And I can show you how this works without a mixer. But for me personally, if you're planning on expanding and growing and doing live worship and still recording the live worship, you need a mixer. You need a laptop, obviously, because I'm doing this from my laptop. And I can show you different ways to route it. But me personally, this is how I get it done. Focusrite, Ableton Live, Soundcraft UI16, MacBook Air, actually. It's not even a MacBook Pro. Plenty of power. Don't let them tell you that you need to get a MacBook Pro for all the stuff you need to do. I've had plenty of success with this MacBook. I used to do it with a Windows, and I'll also show you how to route this stuff through Windows. It's just I had to pull that thing out and dust it off and blow out all the dust on it and show you how it works on that one. But I hope this video was informative. I hope it helps you a little bit to get you started where you want to go. hit me up if you have any more questions or concerns, or what you want me to hit high level on now next. Do you want me to do OBS Studio so you see how this recording software works? Do you want me to show you how to work some Ableton stuff? Do you want me to show you how to work the Soundcraft UI16 and set up your aux channels to go back into it? Or what do you want me to show you next? Oh yeah, by the way, like, subscribe, do all the stuff that YouTube and Facebook would have you do. And thank you for your support. Again, I'm TJ with Art of Worship.